Ever dream of a life-changing windfall? Well, for one Toronto man, that dream became reality. Get ready for stories that prove sometimes the biggest wins happen with a single ticket. Buckle up as we explore the exciting journey that awaits this newfound millionaire. Let's begin. Number 9. Couple celebrates $70 million Lotto Max win. Starting with the story of Doug and Enid's incredible $70 million win, it's a reminder that the lottery is a game of chance. For some, the jackpot remains elusive their whole lives, while for others, lightning strikes not once, but a few times. It's all about luck. While dreams of hitting it big may dance in the minds of many, the reality is that only a fortunate few get to experience the thrill of a life-changing win. Lakefield, Ontario just hit the jackpot with Doug and Enid's $70 million win from the OLG Lotto Max draw on February 20th, 2024. But here's the twist. They kept it hush-hush for months. Doug stumbled upon the mind-blowing news while checking their ticket on the OLG app. Imagine his shock when "Big Winner" flashed on the screen. His heart went into overdrive as he tried to wrap his head around all those zeros. Deciding to keep the investment under wraps, Doug cooked up a storm for Enid and spilled the beans over dinner. Enid's initial reaction? She thought it was a $70,000 win. It took some recounting of zeros for the truth to sink in. 70 million, baby. Why the secrecy? Well, they wanted to play it smart. Seeking financial and legal advice was step one, but keeping their lips sealed was gnawing at them, especially Enid. Finally, about a week before cashing in, they spilled the beans to their kids and grandkids. The fam couldn't be happier. Enid's already planning to crisscross Canada and spruce up their digs. Their dreamy future includes exploring Canada's natural wonders and decking out their kitchen. But above all, family comes first. They want to make sure everyone's snug as a bug. Their lottery ticket was nabbed at a local grocer in Kinmount, Ontario. And as they collect their winnings, Doug and Enid are counting their blessings. Winning the lottery was beyond their wildest dreams, but here they are, feeling thankful as can be. Number 8. Man won $50 million from Canadian lottery game. In Canada, there's this big lottery called Lotto Max. It's like a game where people across the whole country can try their luck. They do these draws every Tuesday and Friday at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Here's an interesting story of Pierre Richard. Back in November 2023, he hit the jackpot big time, scoring $50 million in the Lotto Max draw on October 6th. Imagine that! He was just doing some shopping with his daughter for Thanksgiving at the Super C supermarket in Montreal when he bought the lucky ticket for just $10. And guess what? The store that sold him the ticket gets a nice little bonus of $5,000. Well, Pierre's family didn't even know about the big win until the day after the draw. His daughter freaked out so much when she found out, they thought she saw a spider or something. But Pierre, he took it all in stride. When he was told about the win, he just said, "Okay," and went about his business like it was no big deal. Despite now being a multi-millionaire, Pierre didn't ditch his job. Nope, not at all. He's a solid guy. He showed up bright and early at 4:30 a.m. that Monday after his win to work at the catering company like he always does. He said he couldn't just leave his coworkers hanging, especially the folks in the shipping department. That's dedication right there. Even though he's got all this cash now, Pierre's keeping it real. He's sticking to his routine, but he's got some plans for the money too. He's gonna buy a house, get a new ride, and let his family enjoy some fancy vacations. Pierre himself isn't much of a vacation person, so he's happy to let his loved ones have all the fun. That's Pierre Richard for you, a regular guy who just happened to win the jackpot and is handling it like a champ. Number 7. Lottery winner spreads wealth to family across Canada. Even when hitting the jackpot, some folks choose to spread the wealth around. And here's a heartwarming story to prove it. Meet Marie McCarthy from New Waterford, Nova Scotia, the lucky lady who clinched a staggering $31 million Lotto Max prize, all thanks to a birthday gift from her grandson Jeff. Talk about a birthday surprise. The buzz in Cape Breton reached a fever pitch when it was revealed that the winning ticket hailed from New Waterford on January 31st, 2023, Marie's special day. Bagging the largest lottery prize ever in Nova Scotia and the Maritimes left Marie in a daze. "It doesn't seem real," she confessed. "I never really thought about a bucket list or anything before because I never figured I'd have the money to do anything on it." The moment of truth hit when Jeff checked the ticket and shouted, "You got all the numbers!" Marie's response? "Yeah, right," she chuckled. Even after the big reveal, the reality was slow to sink in, as she shared in an interview with CBC. Despite knowing about her windfall for a while, Marie had to keep it hush-hush. But now that the secret's out, she's spreading joy faster than a wildfire. She's been sending checks to her loved ones across Canada, wiping out mortgages left and right. "It feels good," she beams. "They won't have to worry like I did when I was trying to pay for my house." But Marie's not forgetting to treat herself amidst all the generosity. She's eyeing a vintage Cadillac as her special splurge. Growing up in a big family with modest means, Marie knows the value of hard work. "You didn't get money for nothing," she recalls. "If you wanted money for something, you had to work for it." Now, with her pockets overflowing, Marie's ready to paint the town red. Although Marie wasn't a regular player, she often bought lottery tickets as gifts for special occasions. And guess what? She plans to keep doing just that after her incredible birthday win. The lucky ticket came from Needs Convenience on Emerald Street in New Waterford, and the store is getting a sweet 1% seller's price for it. Talk about spreading the luck. Number 6. Sri Lankan man wins lottery in Canada. Sometimes, folks feel like Lady Luck smiles brighter on distant shores. Here's a tale of a Sri Lankan who hit the jackpot big time in Canada. Meet Jay Jaisinghe, originally from Sri Lanka, who struck gold to the tune of $35 million, nabbing the top prize by the Ontario Lottery and Gaming Corporation, OLG. Jay's got big plans for his newfound fortune. He's eyeing a slick new Dodge Charger Hellcat and dreaming of hitting the open road, crisscrossing Canada in style. "I always hoped my chance would come," Jay shared with the staff at the OLG's Prize Center in Toronto. "Winning this prize just a week after my daughter graduated from university felt like 2 wins in 1. The day after the draw, Jay and his wife got wind that the winning ticket hailed from Windsor. At that moment, they dared to dream. "We thought maybe it's ours," Jay reminisced. But even then, he couldn't quite wrap his head around it. When he finally checked his ticket and saw those jaw-dropping zeros on the screen, it was like a bolt from the blue. "It didn't feel real," he confessed. "My heart was racing, goosebumps covered my skin, and tears welled up in my eyes. Those days after are a blur." Still reeling from the shock, Jay called his wife with the life-changing news. Together, they rushed to the store to validate the ticket, arms wrapped tight in disbelief. "We were in our own little bubble," Jay recalled. "It felt like we were in another world." As a retail worker, Jay's got practical plans for his windfall. He's set on buying a new home for his family, ensuring his daughter's education is secure, and indulging in his passion for travel. "I've always had a thing for road trips," he grinned. "Exploring Canada, soaking in its natural beauty, and reconnecting with family, it's a dream come true." But Jay's not stopping there. A portion of his win will go to charities close to his heart. "There are folks out there who need a helping hand," he explained, "and now I've got the means to make a difference." And let's not forget his lifelong love affair with cars. "I've had my eye on a Dodge Charger Hellcat for ages," Jay confessed. And now, thanks to this win, it's finally within reach. Number 5. 18-year-old wins $48 million. Luck doesn't play favorites with age, as proven by this captivating tale of an 18-year-old who struck gold her first time playing the lottery. Meet Juliette Lamour, a fresh-faced teenager who bagged a staggering $48 million jackpot in Canada. Talk about beginner's luck. She snagged the winning ticket at a Circle K store in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, and got the life-changing news while on the job on January 7, 2023. When the Ontario Lottery and Gaming Corporation handed her that oversized check, They hailed her as the youngest Canadian ever to score such a hefty prize through the lottery. It all started with a suggestion from her grandpa, who figured buying a lotto ticket would be a fun way to celebrate turning 18. Little did they know, it would turn into the adventure of a lifetime. Juliet checked her ticket on the lottery app at work, and suddenly a jingle started playing with "Big Winner" flashing on the screen. Talk about a shocker. My colleague couldn't believe it. He practically fell over, she recalled. Everyone in the store was hollering that I'd won $48 million. It was like something out of a movie. When she called her folks to share the news, she was so choked up with emotion that her mom had trouble understanding her. But once the truth sank in, it was pure pandemonium. My parents rushed over to scoop me up, Juliet laughed. It was chaos, but the good kind. Despite the whirlwind of excitement, Juliet has her feet firmly planted on the ground. She dreams of becoming a doctor in Ontario after college and plans to wisely invest her newfound fortune, with a little help from her dad, who happens to be a financial whiz. But it's not all about business. Juliet's already dreaming up adventures for her family, envisioning epic journeys across continents to soak in different cultures, taste exotic foods, and embrace new languages. I'm all about exploration, she beamed. There's a whole world out there waiting to be discovered. As for the millions lining her pockets, money's nice, but it's not everything, Juliet mused. It's the impact you make in the world that truly matters. Wise words from a lottery sensation. Number 4. Canadian man ended up feeling sorry for partying. It's a cautionary tale as old as time. The allure of instant fortune can sometimes lead down a rocky road if not treaded carefully. Take Gerald Muswagon's story, for instance. Back in 1998, Gerald struck gold with a $10 million win in Canada's Super 7 jackpot. But instead of a fairy tale ending, his newfound fame became a double-edged sword. Fueled by the sudden influx of cash, Gerald splurged on fancy wheels, threw wild parties in his new mansion, and drowned his sorrows in a haze of drugs and alcohol. His once promising logging venture hit a snag due to poor sales, draining his fortune faster than he could blink. Before long, the glitter of his golden ticket faded, leaving behind a trail of regret and financial ruin. Gerald found himself toiling on a friend's farm just to make ends meet, a far cry from the high life he once enjoyed. Tragically, the weight of his mistakes became too much to bear. In 2005, Gerald's story took a heartbreaking turn when he took his own life in his parents' garage, leaving behind a shattered dream and a cautionary tale for the ages. In hindsight, Gerald's downfall serves as a stark reminder that fortune, while fleeting, can either be a blessing or a curse, depending on how it's managed. It's not just about hitting the jackpot, it's about having a roadmap for the journey ahead, securing a future built on more than just temporary highs. So let Gerald's story be a lesson to us all. When the winds of fortune blow your way, tread lightly, plan wisely, and remember that true wealth lies not just in riches, but in the legacy we leave behind. Number 3. Calgary's biggest win ever. Back in October 2019, Calgary made history with the biggest win ever reported in the city's books. A jaw-dropping 65 million Canadian dollars snagged from the Canada Lotto Max. And guess who walked away with all that moolah? None other than Ty Tripp, a 63-year-old local who held the sole-winning ticket. Well, Ty was as shocked as anyone could be when he realized he'd hit the jackpot. I mean, we're talking serious cash here. For a while, he couldn't believe his luck and decided to keep it hush-hush from his family and pals. But once he finally claimed his prize, he spilled the beans, and let's just say there were smiles all around. Despite his newfound fortune, Ty's keeping it real. He picked up that golden ticket from a nearby Shell store, proving luck can strike anywhere. And get this, instead of splurging like there's no tomorrow, Ty's playing it smart. He's keeping that pile of cash snug in his bank account for now, waiting until he figures out the best way to make it grow. So what's next for Ty? Well, you can bet he's gonna sit down with some savvy bankers and financial wizards to map out his game plan. With that much dough on the line, he's in no rush to blow it all in one go. Smart move, Ty. Number 2. Canada Lotto 649 huge prize. Well, back in October 2015, the buzz in Canada was all about the Canada Lotto 649, one of the hottest lotteries in town, known for its mega prizes. And boy, did it deliver. A whopping 64 million Canadian dollar jackpot landed in the lap of a lucky soul right in Mississauga. And get this, it was just one lucky ticket holder who hit the jackpot. Now, the mystery of who held that golden ticket had everyone on the edge of their seats. But eventually, the truth came out. Jay Wong was the mastermind behind the big win. Talk about a game changer. Jay bought her ticket from a Petro-Canada station right in Mississauga, adding a touch of local flair to her stroke of luck. But here's the kicker. She kept things low-key, refusing to step into the spotlight with a press conference once she claimed her prize. Mystery woman indeed. Now, you might be wondering, what's Jay gonna do with all that dough? Well, your guess is as good as mine. But one thing's for sure, she's got big plans brewing. And who can blame her? Winning a jackpot with odds like 1 in 13.9 million is like finding a needle in a haystack. But Jay, she beat the odds, picking just the right numbers to make her dreams come true. So here's to Jay Wong, the unsung hero of Mississauga, whose stroke of luck turned her into a bona fide millionaire. Cheers to beating the odds and living the dream. Number 1. Brampton man winner of largest lottery in Canada. In 2020, a regular guy from Brampton, self-proclaimed as a lucky guy, stepped into the spotlight after clinching the biggest lottery prize in Canadian history, a whopping $70 million from Lotto Max. Meet Adlin Lewis, a 49-year-old credit risk manager who couldn't believe his luck when he got the news. Overwhelmed, excited, happy, shocked? Those are just some of the feelings swirling inside me, he shared after accepting the jaw-dropping prize. Now, here's where the magic happens. Just one day after the draw, Adlin was going about his usual routine when he decided to check his ticket using the OLG Lottery app. Lo and behold, there it was. Big winner flashing on the screen, accompanied by the number 70. Talk about a wake-up call. Adlin couldn't contain his excitement, but he wanted to surprise his wife with the news in a special way. Yet the thrill was too much to keep to himself, so he ended up spilling the beans in the wee hours of the morning. Who needs sleep when you've got 70 mil to celebrate, right? Adlin's no stranger to luck. He's been playing the lottery for a whopping 25 years and has scored some sweet wins along the way, including a car and even both first and second prizes in a workplace holiday draw. And get this, Adlin's win wasn't the only stroke of luck in Brampton that week. 2 more tickets, one worth $1 million and another just over $197,600 added to the city's winning streak. Now, with a windfall like $70 million, Adlin's got big plans. He's eyeing some major investments and dreams of whisking his wife away on a luxurious trip. We've got a world of options now, he beams. And you know what? My wife's always wanted to try those VIP $100 slots in Las Vegas. Looks like her dream's about to come true. As for where he bought the golden ticket, George's Convenience on Mississauga Road in Brampton. It just goes to show that sometimes luck is closer than you think. If you enjoyed this video, you'll love our next one. Don't forget to subscribe to Millionaire Post for more content like this.